In not so breaking news, Ubisoft came out with an apology to the Japanese.
We're sorry.
It's a pretty standard apology for as far as apologies go. Take it as you will, but I'll have a link in the description. Oh, this? Okay, for you out there not familiar, here's an explanation in about 25 seconds. Ubisoft is working on Assassin's Creed Shadows, set in feudal Japan, where you get to play between two protagonists that each have their own playstyle and skill set, similar to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Pretty cool concept. However, one of these is loosely based on a real historical figure that just so happens to be a panda. A panda. He's a panda. No, I'm joking. He's black. Now, a big part of the community is at an uproar because of this, the iffy climate on race swapping. And I thought this would be a good place to take a speedrun through some of Ubisoft's previous protagonists, as I have opinions. Assassin's Creed 1. There's one thing that tickled me about this title. At the time, I didn't put much mind to it, but it has always lingered here at the back, kind of living rent-free. And, okay, so Assassin's Creed 1 is set in the Holy Land, you know, Israelish around there. And you play as Altair ibn la-Ahad. And general interaction with this character went something like this. Assassin shuffle, assassin shuffle. Altair, you must go kill this individual. It will be done. Now leave my 7-Eleven. Yes, don't buy anything, why don't you? The characters might be exaggerated and paraphrasing. You get the idea. He did not fit in at all. Nothing against the voice actor. Altair, the character himself, is cool. It's just...
So be out with it.
Tell me what you can about the one they call Talal.
It is your duty to locate and assassinate the man, Altair.
What I think happened, Ubisoft took a character, they designed a character, made it look cool, sound cool, and then they're like, alright, now let's put him in this world, and yeah, he just didn't fit. It was the first title, and it worked, because, I mean, this was fire. And Prince of Persia, they basically stopped making Prince of Persia because of the whole Assassin's Creed series. Now, with Assassin's Creed 2, I would say that they definitely learned from this, and it showed. People said that the second Assassin's Creed is everything the first one should have been. And that is also where you get introduced to Ezio Auditore. What's his full name? Ezio Auditore da Firenze. I hope I'm pronouncing these things right, but yeah. Set in a fictional Renaissance Italy, your protagonist was Italian! Wahoo! His accent was Italian! It fit, it worked. Moving on. Assassin's Creed 3. Man, I love this beginning. You play as Haytham Kenway, and he had this real Bond type vibe to him. Proper English accent. Although set in America, with the era it was in, the Boston Tea Party and all that, a lot of traveling back and forth, it worked, it fitted. And spoiler of the first 30 minutes of a 12-year-old game, but then they have this reveal of that the guy you're playing is actually a Templar. It was perfect. And then you switch over to Connor. Ooh. This is personal preference, but when they switch you over to whiny Moni, always on the verge of crying Connor, it made the Templars look so much cooler. But it's personal preference aside, he was a Native American. It worked. He fit. It worked. Nailed it. I would say Ubisoft has a pretty good track record of their protagonists in stories and like bringing everyone in and making it work. Black Flag, Edward, Welsh, he fit. Assassin's Creed Rogue, Shay, Irish, he was so cool, I wanted to be a Templar from that point on. Unity, French, Frenchies. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, England. The Freya twins, they were English. Origins, Bayek. I can't remember if he had like an odd accent.
Serapis. Serapis. The god that Greeks and Egyptians share. Of course.
Nah, man, it's fine. I like this character, he's actually very cool. Nah, he fit. He was from Egypt. Egyptian. Worked. So, but with all this in mind, imagine if Alexios or Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey was always, instead of always screaming, Malaka, they were like, Scheiße! Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you get the point, goes on. Oh wait, I actually have to check something for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Taking place in Baghdad, Iraq, but did they do it right this time? Okay, I know Baghdad, Israel, it's not the same place, but close enough. It's the same style. Say what you will. Let me just check if they got this right this time.
Was it the Jinni again? And what did our friend want this time?
To strip the flesh from my bones and dine on my innards. Just kidding. They redeemed Assassin's Creed 1. His character works. That sounds good.
To strip the flesh from my bones?
Okay, so back to Shadows. From what I can tell, the true crime is that with this protagonist, they took a historical figure and then bastardized what little information there was about him in order to fit or apply a modern narrative or modern way of how we virtual signal or whatever. Okay, wait. I don't want to say narrative because we don't know what the narrative is yet. Wait, the game isn't out yet. But for Ubisoft, always keep in mind, if you're going to use a historical figure, you need to remember, historical figures, every single one of them, always has a fan or a non-fan base. So it's just kind of straight away. And on the flip side, you don't need to try so hard. You've done good in the past. Just make whatever creative thing you want. Keep it fictional. And we kind of shouldn't be so hard on Ubisoft, in all honesty. They do a hit and a miss on a regular basis, but they've got a pretty good track record of having a diverse set of cultural, rich protagonists. And honestly, I can't think of a franchise that has more in, well, not in franchise, all their games. I do think it is silly when people swap out characters for the sake of diversity, inclusion, or pandering, but I personally could not care less if it is a Koi-san in Manhattan. If the character is written well, is cool, and fits the part, it can be anything. I love alien protagonists. I would say give it the Sonic treatment of just, delaying it a bit more and swapping it out, but the damage is done, the drama has been made, the storm has been set in motion, and the people like drama, so people are going to ride this, and I want to say a big part of it is people that don't even play Assassin's Creed, and here's the ironic part, and it is presumption on my part, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's actually so much the Japanese that is complaining as just people. So the majority of their studio is white, and people want to say they do pandering by putting in other races and stuff to kind of make up for something. But I feel it's the same on the flip side of most of the people that's raging about this is not even Japanese. It's like the whites going on about the Japanese can't defend themselves or something. I don't know. Once again, presumption on my part. Could be wrong. Maybe it's just all the anime fans. It's like, no, I want to be a Japanese in Japan. Anyway, this all is just my take, my opinion. Who cares? But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll go, have fun, play something. Bye.